Hello guys, and happy new year from Gangu Village. I hope you've had a good start to the year 2025. I had hoped to share with you the progress of my parents' dream house, the entire progress, but in between I lost a lot of data. My hard drive fell and I lost a lot of data. When I went to retrieve or to recover the data, I was overcharged around 100k, and this really discouraged me. And nevertheless, the house progressed. It went on, and we are now on plastering stage that I hope I will continue sharing with you. The reason I'm sharing this progress is because there are a lot of people who are supporting me in this project, and I also have a lot of partners in this project. So one way of giving back to my partners is sharing this project and showing you their brands. That is how we are benefiting from each other. Yes. So right now we are on plastering stage, and I hope to share the remaining stages and the progress over this project in Gangu Village for my parents' dream house. Thank you very much for the support, and let's dive in and see how far we've gone and where we have reached. Thank you very much for the support, and keep watching. Before we continue, this is my background. This is my Gangu Village home in Asembo Siaya County. I come from a humble family with sad stories. I am not doing this project to impress or be in any competition with anyone. I just want to change the storyline and fight the battles my parents never won. I hope to share the whole process from here. What we have done so far, we have done the roofing, we have done the piping for the electrical works, we have done fabrication of the windows and the doors and even the rail for the veranda. We have added a ramp on the back side of the house. Another veranda is on the back side next to the French door. Yeah, so there's a ramp behind there to be used by people who are able differently, or even the elderly, or even my parents when they can't walk properly in old age, in very old age. So we have considered all that and added a few changes here and there. Yeah, like the entertainment wall has been extended. Yeah, so basically that is what we have done so far. And now we want to start plastering, which I'll share the whole process. Yes. Thank you very much for the support and always coming back to check on me and all my partners in this project. Yeah, you'll see all my partners in this project. I'll share their contacts in this video. And thank you all for your prayers and ideas. Yeah, so that is the house, and yeah. So what is remaining is plastering, wiring, putting gypsum ceiling, tiling, painting, some small interior designing, putting the cabinets. Yeah, that is what is remaining, and hopefully we'll do the housewarming in Easter of this year 2025, that is April. So on that weekend of Easter we'll do some prayers here and officially open the house. Yeah, which you're all welcome. So you can put big windows in the village. I know what hinders a lot of you people is the cost of big windows. Yeah, but how to go about it is buy materials, get a fundi to do your windows, your doors on site. You will save a lot. Yeah, if you don't have national grid, that is the power in your village, you can always hire a generator and fuel it and do your thing on site. Look at our Bismarck palm tree from Madagascar, looking majestic. Yeah, so that is the front of the house. Let me show you the backside and also the gable, and a bit of the compound also, if you have missed this compound. We are in January. It's hot here. There's no rain. Remember, this garden is purely rain-fed. Yes, our garden is purely rain-fed. People have been asking me, how old are these palm trees? These palm trees are about 5 to 6 years old. This one here, the biggest, was planted by my son, who is now in grade 7. Yeah, he planted this tree here when he was, I think, 3 years old. Now he has joined grade 7. Yeah. These are soccer trees, are older here. We planted them here when we came to this home. These ones here, they are very slow in growing. These ones here, they are very old. These ones, they are very old. They are very slow at the initial ages. That is first year, second year, third year, fourth year. Yeah. Those are the palm trees. The other side, we planted them during COVID lockdowns. These ones here, these royal palms. These ones here, we planted them during the COVID lockdowns. We used to come here in the village and just chill here, relax, and we decided to plant these royal palm trees. Yeah, and yeah, royal palm trees grow very fast in Kenya, in most parts of Kenya. More so here in Nyanza where it's hot. They love this climate. This one here is called Yesterday, Today and Tomorrow. It has a very nice scent. This one here. I have several of them here in the compound. Yeah. The flowers keep changing. I think that is where they get the name. The flowers keep changing their color. This one here is a Eugenia from Uganda. This one here is a Eugenia from Uganda. They can grow as a tree. You mostly see a lot of them very short, yeah, but yeah, they can also grow as a tree. And this here is a very rare tree. This is a Nandi flame tree, only that this one is a orange one and not the normal red one. I have 2 of them, and as a plant collector, I'm happy that I have this one here. I have several of them. And say hi to our cow. Say hi to our cow. Yeah, say hi to our cow. Yeah. So that is our local cow. They don't grow very fat, and that is the breed. So don't worry about the size, or yeah. So I'll keep you posted about this project this time, and I hope I will not lose my data. Yeah. So we have had some cement here and for the plastering, and now we've brought some lime to use for the plastering inside the walls, the house. So the lime is used for damp proofing the walls. This is the lime. For damp proofing the walls. Hello guys, it's another lovely morning from Gangu Village. It has rained the whole night. We are in January and we've just started our plastering work, and today is day 3 of our plastering work. I want to give you an update and show you the progress. Though I might not be taking a lot of videos inside the house because of the space and a lot of fundis working inside the house. And yeah, I don't want to interfere with my camera inside the house. Yeah, and yeah, also to protect my camera, yeah, from the plastering. This is our compound. It has rained the whole night. We are in January, as I've mentioned. My dad is just about to milk the cow that has been tied here, ready to be milked. We are going to have some milk, fresh milk for breakfast, for tea. So the cow has been tied there. There is the calf there. There is the calf. So this is the village life here in Gangu Village in Asembo. So let me show you the process of the plastering work ongoing. We've started with the interior and then we'll do the exterior later when we are done with the interior. So far the process is so good. I just want to mention that I changed fundis in between. So the fundi who is doing plastering is not the fundi that built this house. So another tip is you are allowed to fire your fundi in between, and that is what I did. And yeah, we have a new fundi, and so far I like his work. He's the one who also did the gate, the small gate that I showed you earlier. So the new fundi did the gate. I liked his work. So this is the plastering work ongoing. This is going to be our sitting room, and also the dining room is here. Here we have a French door next to the dining. So let's go inside. So we have high ceiling. Notice the huge windows for natural light. We did an extension of this wall, so this is going to be our entertainment section of the living room. So I saw the need of extending it. As you see here, we did an extension so that we can have enough space if we decide to have a big TV or to have a big entertainment wall or section. So we did that extension of the walls. So let me show you. There's 2 rooms that are ready. So this is the kitchen that is almost ready. Yeah. So So you see the grayish one, the lightish one is lime, and the lower one has been left like that because we thought we might install tiles on the walls inside the kitchen. So that one was not, they did not apply lime on that section because of tiling. Yeah. So we'll have cabinets here, kitchen cabinets around this wall. Yeah. That we are going to use pure timber for our kitchen cabinets. We are going to use mango tree timber. Yeah. We have a very old mango tree that is very old, and yeah, so we are going to use that mango tree. It has stopped fruiting because of old age, and that is the mango tree we are going to use for most of our cabinets, the closets, and also the kitchen cabinets and tables, dining table. Yeah, so this is the kitchen. Yeah, that is another door that you can use to access the kitchen, so that you don't use the main door. If you want to use charcoal, if you want to pass with some other food stuff, you can use this door instead of using the other doors. Yeah. So that is why we had this door. Yeah, to access the kitchen from the outside of the house. So let's go inside and look at the rooms that are ready. They've done the plastering. That is the primary bedroom and the guest bedroom. This one here is the primary bedroom for my parents. That is almost ready with the plastering. You see the lightish gray, that is the lime that they apply in the interior. The lime is for damp proofing. Yeah. These are the sacks for the lime. This is calcium hydroxide. That is the lime that is used to damp proof the rooms or the walls. A guy called Chausiku did the electrical works, the wiring, the cabling. He's going to do the wiring. He has already done the cabling, the piping, so you can see the work that he did. You can contact him for your electrical works. I will drop his contacts. Yeah. So this is the primary bedroom. You can see the huge windows for natural light, also for aeration, yes, and also for beauty. So all the bedrooms have closets. You can see that one there. Yeah, so all the cabinets will be done with the natural timber from a mango tree, a very old mango tree that is almost dying. So we are going to use that tree. Yes. You can notice the high ceiling. So in all the rooms, the ceiling will be the normal ceiling. Only the living room that will have pedal ceiling. Yes. So this is lime that is used to damp-proof walls. So on your projects, you can make sure that your fundi includes that. Another detail that is here that we added on the my fabricator added was this lock for the windows. This lock you see here. This lock you see here. This is one of the small details that was added. It's not the normal locks for windows. So let me show you the guest bedroom and other areas. This one here is the guest bedroom. They all have high ceiling, and this one is almost done. There is switch. Good work, my electrical guy. So in this guest room, we have a closet there that they can use to store their suitcase or clothes. So all the closets here will be using natural timber, as I've mentioned. That is a mango tree. Yeah. So let's wait and see how it will come out. And yeah. So all the rooms have huge windows. So let me show you how this lock works. This is how it works. This is how it works. That is how it works. That is how it works. So today they're working on the corridors, and then they will work on the sitting room later. Today is on Saturday, so on Monday they'll be working on the living room. And I believe next week we'll start the exterior. So that is the update for today. Keep watching. So this is what we have achieved today with plastering work. This is the foyer, the entrance. So as you enter, you don't just meet the sitting room as you enter through this foyer. Yeah. So this is what they did today. So we did this foyer. We did this foyer and this corridor. This corridor. And as you enter, the first room is the kitchen. So as I've mentioned, that is called lime. This is the whitish one is called lime, and they use it to damp proofing. Yeah. So if you're doing such a project, make sure that your fundi includes that one in the budget. Some fundis will not include it, and yeah, normally what happens is a lot of fundis will not add stuff so that the quotation can be lower for you. Give them a job. So this is the second bedroom. Plastering has been done. They have applied lime, as you can see. They have applied lime. They have applied lime. Room has enough sockets for the guest. There's the bedside socket. There's another socket there for a work table or for ironing. Yes, that is the closet. Big windows. The sun is supposed to set behind there. Is about to set behind there. So it's a room with sunset views as well. And a nice garden. Yeah, let me show you the shared washroom. This is the shared washroom. Here also they did lime quarterway, so that this other side that they have not done the lime, we will put tiling in the washroom. So let me show you the primary bedroom. This is my parents' bedroom. It's huge, and yeah, it has huge windows for aeration and natural light. There's also a closet there. So when the house is complete and we are done with the ceiling and the painting, it will add more light in the rooms. Yeah, it will add more light. Yeah. So all this is lime that has been applied on the plaster. Yeah. So there are several benefits of using lime to help it to stabilize the internal humidity of a building by absorbing and releasing moisture. This makes for a more comfortable environment and reduces surface condensation and mold growth. If you have seen houses with mold growths, this is one way of damp-proofing houses to avoid that. Yeah. So this is the primary bedroom. Look at the sockets, the switches. Yeah. So this one they can use for ironing, and there are several down there they can use charge the electronics. There are several switches, several yeah. So today is Saturday, and working in the village is very tricky on weekends, particularly this side of Luo Nyanza. People take Christianity very seriously this side. So today my fundi is left early because some of them are observing Sabbato. The people from SDA, they did not show up, and yeah, those who showed up told me that they are observing Sabbato, so they had to leave early. So when you have a project down here, consider that your fundis might not work on weekends, or they might work half day, and on Sundays you won't see them. Unlike in big towns like Nairobi, you will see fundis working on Sundays, but not here in the village. So tomorrow is on Sunday, they won't come, they will be back on Monday. So when doing projects down here, please consider that. But that is how the whole house is coming up nicely. Yeah. So all these will light up when it's done and painted. Yes. So the big windows will really help with bringing natural light inside. Yeah. Another tip that I realized during this whole project, is you can buy these simple tools like wheelbarrows and just keep them before you start your project. Here in the village, people will give you their wheelbarrows, but when your work is going on, they might come and take their wheelbarrows because they have to do their stuff in their farms. Most of people here in the village are farmers. Yeah, so buy these simple tools like wheelbarrows before you start your project. Here in my village, people will give you the wheelbarrows, but then they expect you to pay them like you're hiring the wheelbarrows. Yeah. Even after hiring the wheelbarrow, they will come in between your project and tell you that they need their wheelbarrows. So these simple tools are very important. Just buy them before you start your project. Buy like 3 or 4, or even more if you can afford them. They are very simple. They are very simple yet very important in construction work. So here is our station. We'll be having our national grid there, and also the solar, and all the solar stuff will be here. If we decide to go solar, they'll be here because this is a very huge corridor. Yeah, this is a very huge corridor. So all the national grid will be here, the solar there. Yeah. So bye for now and see you on Monday. Keep watching. This is the foyer as you go outside. As you go outside, this is the foyer and this is the entrance. This is the main entrance. So tomorrow on Monday, because people here in the village really observe Christianity dates. Like tomorrow is on Sunday, today was on Saturday, it's Sabbath for other people, like people, SDA people, Adventists, and also some other local churches, indigenous African churches. They observe today as their Sabbath, Saturday. Yeah, so this is the room that is now remaining. This is the living room. It's huge, and they planned to finish with it so that we can add more workmanship and more fundies, and then we can do this room at once and finish with the plastering at once, so that when we are done, the room looks even. Yeah, so that you don't have different colors in the room. Yeah, so we want it to be even. So that is why this room has been left, so that we finish with this room on Monday. On Monday, we add more workmanship and do it in a day. Yeah, so that is the reason. It is huge. Yeah, as you can see. As I've mentioned, this room has a vaulted ceiling. what some people call cathedral ceiling. Yeah. So we'll finish with this room the day after tomorrow on Monday. Being that this is the sitting room where everyone will be sitting when they arrive in this house, we want it to be done in one day so that everything looks even, everything looks the same. Yeah. So I planted those plants there. Those are cypress, and I planted them there for privacy, because behind them, behind those trees, there's a small village path that passes there. So I wanted to create some privacy. I tried planting palm trees, Erica palm trees, but they did not do well, yeah, because of the sheep that we have here were eating them. Yes, but you can see some still surviving. You can see them there. There's another one behind that one. Yeah, so these, in here locally we call them tuya, these cypress, we call them tuya, these ones. They will provide enough privacy here after 1 year. 1 year from now, they will provide excellent privacy. Yeah, so you'll have a small veranda here. There's a small veranda here that you can sit and enjoy the sunset, which is just there, setting down there. And there's a ramp that was added here. The ramp is there, that people that are abled differently, or people who are elderly, can use it to access the house. We will have a dining here. The dining will be here next to this wall. There will be a dining there, and then this wall we are going to have cladding with natural stone, the mazeras. Yes, that wall will have stone cladding. Yes. And then the other side, the other wall is the entertainment wall that will have TV or stereo, yes, or a radio, yes. It's another lovely morning from Gangu Village here in Asembo Siaya County. Today is on Sunday, and as I've mentioned before, people here in this region are very religious here in our villages, particularly in Nyanza. Today is on Sunday, and the workers are not coming, the fundis are not coming, and in some other places like South Nyanza, mostly they are Adventists, and they don't work on Saturdays, and sometimes even on Fridays. Yeah, so when you have projects these sides, consider that your fundis don't work on Sundays or on Sundays, depending with the region. Yes, we are doing plastering, and there's a very vital process called curing that some people ignore in their projects. Curing is pouring water on the plaster so that it can cure well. So it is on Sunday, but I have somebody here to do the job, to bring water. We don't have pipe water here, so you have to fetch water from a water pan here in the village, and there's somebody here who has showed up to do the job. Yeah, so curing is supposed to be done twice in a day, in the morning and in the evening, depending with the type of plastering. We have done lime. So lime is about 7 to 15 days curing. Yes, so let's go inside and see the guy doing curing. So this is the curing, pouring water on the plaster. It's a very vital process that a lot of people ignore in their projects, or they don't have somebody to make sure that this process has been done. Yeah. Pouring water thoroughly on the plaster. This process of strengthening plaster walls, preventing cracks by applying water to the surface after the plaster hardens. Yeah. So there are different types of plasters, and each type of plaster has days for curing. So this one is lime, so between 7, at least 7, yeah. But you can do 7 to 15 days of curing, so that the walls don't start cracking, and it's a nice way of hardening your plaster. So here he has poured water, the curing has been done. So we will repeat it again in the evening, so twice a day. So when you are doing undercoat plaster, curing days is 7 to 14 days. If you are doing finishing plaster, 3 to 7 days is fine. When you are doing lime like this one, 15 to 30 days is recommended. But this one we will do 7 days or more, which is still fine. As I've mentioned, we don't have pipe water, so we are fetching water from a water pump in the village. Yeah. So this is a process that most projects they will ignore, because we don't have running water in most villages. Yeah. So they ignore this process, or the person in your site will ignore this process, and that is how you get cracks on walls. Even when you have a nicely done job like this one, if we don't cure it well, you will start having cracks. Yeah. So the recommended duration for this lime is 15 to 30 days. We'll do 7 days, or at least 7 days, morning and evening. Yes. Another thing that I would like to point out is we have not done the frames for the doors. So this one will come later. Yeah. You don't have to do it before plastering. You can also do it after plastering. We decided to do it after plastering because there's a type of doors and frames that you are looking at, and we are still sourcing them. Yeah, so we will do that later when you are done with plastering. So for these 4 doors, for the washroom, the primary bedroom, the guest bedroom, and the kitchen, yeah. So we'll have those doors fixed later. After several days, this is the update of the plastering work, the ongoing plastering work. We have started with the exterior now. as we do some final touches on the interior. Let me show you. Hindi ber? Uriyo maber. Udhi kode maber. Kuoyo pod nitie. This is how the front looks like after the plastering. We had to do the final touches, so this is the back side of the house. This one here is the old house. Not really the old house, but the temporary house that my parents have used for many years while we were praying for the ongoing house, dream house. So this is their temporary house. But this iron sheet used to be in their house that collapsed around Corona time. During the Corona pandemic, their old house collapsed. It caved in on them. Luckily, they survived. And this was the roof of that house. The house was over 20 years old. Yeah. So this is the roof of that house. So in Luo culture, when you become of age, you have to start your own homestead. And I remember my dad putting up that house with this roof right here many years ago. So that is the story of the house, and their dream house coming up nicely. The plaster work is ongoing. I'll talk later about this roof and how economical this roof design is and how much we have saved by using this house or roof design. Yes, we have saved a lot, and I'll break it down later in the video. So this style of roof is called a gable. Gable design. Yeah. But this house design is a Cape Dutch design. But this roofing design is called gable or gable. Yes. So I'll be giving details of the savings and advantages of this kind of roof against the normal hip roofs that we are used to here in Africa, or rather here in Kenya. So we did some changes here with when you're doing gable design, they are susceptible to rain seeping through the windows. So you see the extensions that we've done. Those ones there. Those are called window canopies that have been added to shield the house from rain. Yeah. Those ones there. Those ones above the windows. Those are window canopies. So they will help when it rains. So with this kind of design, house design, the gables, they are prone to rainwater seeping inside the house. So if you're planning to do this design of a house, think of adding the window canopies. Yeah, that was an afterthought, and we thought of fixing it before plastering work. So plastering is ongoing. This gives you a chance of seeing the raw brickwork is before plastering. Let me come closer. Just to add, all this timber you are seeing here came from my forest that I planted over 10 years ago here in our Gangu Village, and they really helped with scaffolding and for formwork. Yeah. So planting trees is very important. They might help you in future, or they will help you anytime. So I saved a lot of money by getting timber from my forest, and these are the timber that came from that forest. Poles, all types of timber came from that forest. I just hired somebody to cut them and paid him for cutting. By doing so, I saved a lot of money. Yeah. So basically, all the poles and timber for scaffolding, since day one, came from that forest. Let me show you the forest here, how it looks like now. Yeah, this is the forest here in Gangu Village. I did it in phases, and yeah, because it was a big project, and I used to source my seedlings from Kakamega, from Asembo University. It was so expensive, so somebody advised me to do my own nursery, which I did. And Pamela, my mother, basically my family used to help me with taking care of the young seedlings. Yes, we used to plant them during the dry season so that when the rain comes, they're already established. Yeah, so that is the trick that we used, planting them during dry season. Yeah. So that is the forest now in Gangu Village. Almost mature. I will be soon harvesting the trees to sell in the market. Yeah. Yeah. So you might ask, where is the market for timber? Yeah, the market is there. You can even use them for firewood. You can make charcoal out of them. You can make timber and sell to hardwares or to construction sites. Yes, the market is very huge. Plant trees now, plant trees today if you have an idle land somewhere. It's another lovely morning from Gangu Village. So today we want to finish with one side of the wall and finish with the exterior plastering work. Also today we'll be doing some welding work, fabrication on site, and I will show you how you can do fabrication work, that is welding, where there is no electricity on site. Yes, I will show you all that today. So let me show you what is being done on the wall before the plastering work. In construction, they call it screeding. So that is flattening the walls or the floors, leveling it before plastering. Yeah. So the timbers you are seeing are that is the scaffolding. Yeah, that is scaffolding. What you use to climb the walls in construction. You can use metals, but timber is the cheapest materials to use for scaffolding. So this is kind of a ladder, only that it is stronger and allows you to work securely on walls or buildings. So like I had said, this timber used for scaffolding, for formwork, all of them came from my young forest here in Gangu Village, and saving us a lot of money for buying timber to use in this project. So now what is happening up there is what is called screeding. That is leveling the surface before the plastering work. So you see they have removed all those loose chips. Yeah, let me show you the other side. So that is screeding work ongoing. Just to level the surface before the main plastering work begins. All that is screeding. I just love the craftsmanship done on this gate. This is a garden gate, otherwise called a rot here in Lowland. Yes, this is called rot, also known as garden gate in English. Yeah, so I just love the craftsmanship done with the natural stones. So that is screeding work ongoing. Let me now show you what you can use for fabrication or welding work when you don't have electricity on site, that is the national grid power on site. What we are using now is a generator to power our machines for welding. This is the generator that uses fuel and water. This one here is the generator. So you need a bigger generator for this kind of job. So what is happening now is we are trying to enforce the doors security-wise, and also we are going to reinforce the rails for the veranda. Yeah. So I thought of fixing these small things before we complete the construction work. Yeah. Let me take it closer. So this is my guy, my welding guy, who did the fabrication for the windows, for the doors, and also the guardrail, the rail for the veranda. He's from Holo in Asembo County. So he can work anywhere in Kenya. So reach out to him for this kind of amazing job. These palm trees here are called foxtail palm trees. I planted them before this construction, and some were destroyed by sheep. Remember, my parents are farmers, so they were destroyed, but yeah, they're here, they're growing. And this is just to encourage you that you can do your landscaping before doing your construction work. Yeah, so this is these are foxtail palm trees. They grow very fast. And the other one is a Bismarck palm tree. That one there is a Bismarck palm tree. Yeah, it is originally from Madagascar, here in the African continent. Yeah, and this one here is a dead palm. This one here is a dead palm that has been closed because we have tied it together because it has a lot of thorns, and this area has a lot of traffic. Yeah, so that is why we have tied it together. We'll open it later. So you can do your fabrication work. This is welding on site if you don't have power or a national grid. All you need is a big generator to power the machines. This is the fundi who did all these windows and doors all the way from Holo town in Asembo County. I wanted to use local welders from Asembo here in my village, but with construction you go for the lowest or cheaper quotation. Yeah, so that is what we did with my architect. We decided to go for this guy because his quote was a bit favorable. So my neighbors or the fabricators in this area were double of his quotation. Yes. Share ideas if you have had issues like mine where you want to give local your neighbors job, but they are either too expensive or their quotations are just too high and unrealistic. Yeah, so the fundi who did this house is from this area, but I'm using a new fundi to finish the work, who is also from this area. He is called Paul. The fundi who did this, the initial construction of this structure, he is also from this area. He is called Willis. Yes, and I changed fundis, and now I'm finishing the house with a new fundi called Paul. Yes. So this is just to tell you that you can always change fundis in between projects. Yeah, you can hire and fire anytime you feel like. This is a very powerful generator. You can buy it for your projects or you can hire it. This one we are hiring. So how it works is you can hire this machine and buy your materials and get this guy to work on your site. That one will save you a lot of money. Yeah, it will save you a lot of money. Instead of buying ready-made done doors and windows. Yes, just buy materials and they make the windows and doors on site. By doing that, you save a lot of money. If you don't have power in your site, hire these kind of generators. Remember to hire a bigger one that can power welding machines. So what we are doing now is reinforcing these rails for the veranda. What we are doing right now is fixing the windows, the locks. These locks are from Tenacity Locks in Nairobi. And they supplied me with these locks for the whole house. That is for the metal doors and also the wooden doors. So these are the locks being installed by our fabricator. This one has been installed, and the locks come with 5 keys. What they told me is that with these locks you can't make a duplicate of the keys. Yeah. So that is how they look like for the metal doors. I'll show you the locks for the wooden doors when we are ready. We have not yet installed our doors, even the frames, the wooden doors. We will do that later. It's advisable to put the locks when you are done with the plastering work and all that. But that step you can do it even now and cover your locks with newspaper or papers and continue with your work. So I wanted the welder to install the locks himself because he's coming from far. Yeah, so I want him to install it, and sometimes you need a grinder after anything to do a proper job. So that is why we are installing the locks today, when we are still ongoing with plastering work. So yeah, the locks are from Tenacity Locks in Nairobi. You can find them in Kijabe Street. You can also look them up online. This has been a discussion of people with projects thinking of cooking for fundis or letting them go to the nearby kiosks to buy food. Since we started this project, we have been cooking for our fundis, since most of the food comes directly from our farms. Berber. Most of the food comes directly from our farms. We farm a lot as a family, and we sell some, and then the leftover is for us. So this year and last year, when I started this project, we have been feeding our fundis with foodstuff and even fruits from our farms. Yes. So these are the fundis having lunch. Here in the village, people eat lunch very late. It's almost 4 p.m. here. And Pamela has been cooking for them, and that is Pamela there, serving them. That is my mother, Pamela, who has been cooking for them since last year. So if you ask me, I think cooking for fundis is a nice idea because you save a lot of time and you get a lot of time, since a lot of fundis in villages are paid per day. So by feeding them, you have a lot of time with them in your site and you get a lot of work done for the day. So the plaster work is ongoing, as you can see behind there, and they're taking a short break, lunch break, which is at 4 p.m. Another lovely morning from Gangu Village here in Asembo Siaya County. We are continuing with my parents' dream house, and we are using this Cape Dutch design that is it's known to have stepped gable. This is a rare type of gable in Cape Dutch architecture that uses a stair-step pattern at the top of a building's triangular gable end. It is also known as a crow-stepped gable or Kobe step. So this design is from South Africa, and it's also found in Netherlands and Belgium. Only that in Belgium and Netherlands, they only use brickwork. And in South Africa, they cover the brickwork with lime. Here we are going to cover it with plaster, as we have already done. We have covered our brickwork with plaster, and we'll also apply lime. Yeah, so I just wanted to point this. This is what makes this design to be unique. You see that step there on the gable. Yeah. So let me show you the fundi working on it. We are still ongoing with the plaster work and just doing a few finishes, small finishes inside before we start the molding work. So that is how the stepped gable is worked on. That is the stepped gable, which is different from what you usually see around. But this is quite common in South Africa, in Cape Town. Also in Europe, in Netherlands and Belgium, you will see this. And as I've mentioned, the difference is in Netherlands and Belgium, they don't cover the brick. And here you see the plaster work ongoing. We cover the brickwork with plaster and lime. So here our fundis are having breakfast, which is served here around noon. It's 11:45. And this is breakfast, and it's tea from our cows, from the milk from our cow. There is maize there, a boiled maize, straight from our shamba. So you see the importance of farming here in the village. You save a lot in terms of food stuff. You just get it fresh from your farm and straight to the table. So by using our farms to do farming, we have saved a lot in this project of constructing my parents' dream house by getting a lot of food stuff from our farms. Yes. I have mentioned this before, and the main reason why we decided to cook for our fundis, for the construction guys here in the site, was to save time, and also a lot of work in the village is done per day, so you pay them at the end of every day. So if you give them food, you end up saving like 1 hour or so, because the market where they can get a small kiosk or a small restaurant to eat is almost 2 kilometers away. Yeah, so it's better for you to cook for them so that you get the most out of them. Yeah. Again, this is Africa, where people love sharing food. Yeah. So in Africa, sharing food is the norm. Yeah. So you can see the plaster work ongoing behind there, and the fundis enjoying their breakfast, which is late breakfast. It's almost 12 p.m. Yeah. So lunch again will be served around 4 p.m. That is the lunch time here in the village. I'm getting used to that timing here in the village. And when I go back to the city life, I get a bit confused. Yeah. Let me know what you think of this construction project that I'm doing for my parents. Is this a good project to do, or what do you think? You know, it is not a responsibility of children to build for their parents. So this is a decision that one makes, if you should do it for your parents or not. Yeah, but it is not a responsibility of children. I would advise, from my experience, I would advise young people to work hard and build their own houses, and don't wait for your children to do it for you. Yeah, just work hard and start small and build your own house. Yes, that is my advice to the young people, to the young folks. Work hard and save money. You can always start small. You don't have to start big. Yeah, what is important is starting. So by starting small, it means you have to be very strategic on the materials that you start buying. Like in this project, initially I started with cement, and I was not ready for the project, and yeah. 1 year later, I realized that the cement was destroyed. Almost 100 bags of cement were destroyed. Yeah. So always start with things that can last long, like stones or ballast or even sand. Start by buying those, and finish with buying cement. Cement can last. They have strength that can work. They can last for about 3 to 4 months. Yeah. Yeah, so that's another lesson. When you start buying your materials for your building projects, start with stones or ballast or sand. Don't start with cement. Never start with cement. We are in early January, and it is very hot, though this homestead is very green because we have planted a lot of trees. We have ornamental trees and also indigenous trees. Like this one is acacia tree, this one here. This one is a yellow-backed acacia tree, this one here. So we also have ornamental trees. Yeah. So when you plant trees, you create a very cool environment in your homestead or home. We are now working on the final work inside, doing the interior plastering. Building is quite expensive, and you use a lot of cement and all those building materials. But yeah, basically building is very expensive, more so here in Africa. So now we are working on the final touches. This is our guest bedroom for my parents, and now you can see they are working on the closet. Yeah, just final touches here and there on the walls. Yeah, and then finally they will do final touches on the exterior, and yeah. Plastering was done here yesterday. It's just drying. After it has dried, completely dried, it will turn grayish, a light grayish, whitewash. Yeah. So I'll take another video tomorrow, but this is how it looks like before it dries out. We are continuing with curing the walls, and yeah. We are now well done with the plasterwork, the interior and also the exterior of the house. And what now we are starting is the screeding of the floor and then plastering the floor. Yes, so let me show you what we are doing now with the screeding. This is just leveling the floor of the walls, and then you do your screeding. So construction involves a lot of things. So these chips that have been removed, you can use them to pave your pathways, or yeah, basically that is what I'm using them for. So all these chips will be torn out, and then they'll do the plaster work. So the same process was done to the walls before plastering. Yeah. So you have to prepare your surface for plaster work. So that you have a flat surface or even surface before plaster work. So I said we have a new fundi, and yeah, so the new fundi took over and is the one who is doing the finishing. Yeah, and this is our new fundi. Now doing the plaster work on the floor. This is the kitchen. Yeah, this is the kitchen. Let me show you other rooms. This is our second bedroom. They are doing the plaster work on the floors. For finish on time, we are having a lot of people doing different things so that we save time. Yeah. Construction requires a lot of energy. Yeah. requires a lot of energy. So this is construction in Africa. It will be different from what is done outside there in the first world, but in the developed world. But yeah, this I think it's the same concept. Let me show you the primary bedroom.
Mtu mmoja akuje na simiti huru.
Hus. Nini simiti buru kaya?
Amuje naye.
Wewe simiti buru
Aje naye.
Simiti buru en Kiswahili.
Good morning from Gangu Village. We have done almost 2 weeks now, and we are in the final stages of our plaster work. Now they are doing the screeding on the veranda to finalize the job, the plaster work. So let me show you how screeding is done on the veranda. Let me know if this is how you also do it in your area. It's evening here, and we are still working on the veranda. This veranda is very huge. We are doing the screeding, and also we are working on a small detail with the natural stones. Let me show you. These are the natural stones that we used for the veranda. We're now doing the keys. Yeah, just to show the small natural stone details. There's a beauty in these small details. So this veranda will mix these natural stones with the Mazeras stone, which will be used as tiles. Yeah, where has been plastered. We'll use Mazeras stone. So these natural stones will be exposed. Yeah. So what he's now doing is doing the key. Small details. We're in the village, so see some chicken there, some chicks, the mother with the chicks. So it's evening, we are still doing the screening work on this veranda, which is very huge. This is what I want to achieve on the veranda with the natural stones. Same as what the Fundi did on this gate. This is what we will achieve when it's finally done. Remember, these stones are leftovers from what I used for the foundation work. Yeah. These are natural stones from the area that I used for the foundation. Most of these stones were removed from a gold mine quarry. Yes, they were removed from a gold mine quarry. Yeah, that is where I got them from. Initially, I was planning to use them for the walling, but I was advised by my architect that they are costly in terms of cement and sand. So what my experience with this building is even using bricks for the walling is quite expensive. Because in this house I've used a lot of cement and even sand. So if you're looking for a cheaper material to use for the walling, I think the blocks is cheaper. Yeah, the blocks is cheaper than bricks or these kind of stones, which here are called jungly. Yeah, that is my experience, yeah, with this project. These are the stones that you are seeing being dressed there. These are the stones that I used for the foundation work, and most of them came from the gold mine quarry, as I've mentioned. Yeah, some were quite huge. Yeah, and I used the bigger ones for landscaping. These are some of my leftover bricks that I used for the walling. These bricks were bought from Nyakach in Kisumu County. They produce some of the best bricks in this region, if not Kenya. Yeah, so these bricks came from Nyabondo in Nyakach. So this is what I used for the walling, and I must confess that they are quite costly to use them for walling in terms of cement and also sand. Yeah, you use a lot of cement and sand when you are using these kind of bricks for building. While the disadvantage was that they were costly, I decided to use bricks for many reasons, and they have several advantages, including that they are low maintenance, they are fire resistant, and weatherproof. Yeah, these bricks are low maintenance in that they don't need to be painted or sealed, but I have used plaster, but in real sense they don't need to be covered. Yeah, they don't rot, fade, or peel. They don't need protection from termites. They only need occasional cleaning with soft brush. You see, most bricks are, or even all bricks are fire resistant. Yeah, they are non-combustible. They don't contribute to the spread of fire. Clay bricks like these ones can be reused after fire. After fire, you can remove them and reuse them. They are weatherproof. Bricks are resistant to wind, moisture, and harsh weather conditions. Yeah, they don't need painting or furnishing. Also, thermal mass. Yeah, bricks have thermal mass properties, meaning they store heat and release it slowly. Environmentally friendly, bricks are made from natural materials like clay and shell. They can be recycled and they are sustainably resourced. I'm here in the village, Gangu Village, flying the drone, and the kids are a bit amazed at the drone. Sometimes it's good to bring technology in the villages here in Africa. I just brought the drone here in the village for the kids. Came out to look at the drone. They're so surprised. Huh? Inakaa nini? CCTV. Ule CCTV uliona wapi? I don't know if you use the same in your area, but this is what I've seen being used here in my village, and mostly in Kenya. This is for leveling. So it's a pipe with water. What we are now doing is final touches on the plaster work. Yeah, these are the final touches. Yeah, see down there. So after this stage, we will hand over the house to another fundi who will be doing gypsum, and also to the fundi who will be doing molding. Good afternoon from a lovely and productive Gangu Village. We have just brought in some harvest from our farms. This is a maize harvest. Come from a family of farmers. And this is our small harvest, some of our small harvest that has been brought in. I just want to do a quick video and show you the progress of this project. And we are now done with everything, plaster work. As you can see, the final touches have been done. You can see down there, the touches have been done. We are done with the veranda. We are done with everything plaster work. What is now remaining is the molding guy to come and do moldings on the windows, the doors, and up there on the gable. Up there, supposed to do molding work up there, and also the windows. And here, this attic window. Yeah. So that is the remaining work to be done by the molding guy. After the molding guy is done, the gypsum guy will come, and the gypsum guy is installing the gypsum ceiling. So that should be done sometime next month. We are now in late January. Yes. This is some of our maize harvest. So let me show you some small details. I want to show you that detail that we have achieved with the natural stones that we used for foundation work. Just love the craftsmanship and the stonework that has been done there. We want to let it exposed, and during the final finishing, we'll just do some wire brushing on them and the key. Yes, and let it be exposed like that. Yeah, that is the huge veranda. Yeah. There's some socket there that you can use and work out outside on the veranda. Yeah. Let me show you another detail on the gable. So this is the roadside, and here we have done some landscaping. You can see Italian cypress there. There is bottle brush. This homestead is surrounded by bottle brush for our bees. We are beekeepers, and this small garden here has a lot of African lilies. These are African lilies, the purple ones and the white ones. African lilies. Yeah, surrounding this small gate that is known as a rot here in Luo land. This is our rot, and you can also see the stonework, the craftsmanship of our new fundi that did the finishing, the plastering of the house. So as I've mentioned, these stones are leftovers from the stones I used for foundation. Yeah. So let me show you some details of. This in lowland is called rot. In English is known as a garden gate. I've said that before. I just wanted to point it out again. These are the African lilies. Here, this is false ashoka. This is a fishtail palm tree that we have here on the entrance. This bottle brush tree has a lot of bees just buzzing around. I don't know if you can hear them. There's a lot of bees. These trees flower all year through, and that is why we planted them here, so that they can help our bees. I am a beekeeper, and we are not keeping bees far from our homestead. Yeah. So let me show you some small details here on the gable. So this is the gable side of the house, and we added those window canopies, these ones here, yeah, to help with the rainwater when it is raining, so that the house is not leaking through the windows. Yeah, that is the window canopy. Another area I want to point out that we improved was this back side. This is the back side, and you can see we are done with the final touches on plasterwork. This is the entrance to the kitchen, and this door, you use it when you want to pass through with foodstuff or maybe charcoal. Yeah, so you use this back door instead of using the main door through the living room. Yeah, so you can access the kitchen through this door. Yeah, so here we added a ramp. You can see the ramp here. The ramp is there on the back door, and that is a French door there. Yeah, so there's a ramp here that can be used, people using wheelchair or the elderly who can't use staircase, that step on the front door, can use this ramp. Yeah, this veranda here is just one step. It's a small veranda that you can use to enjoy the sunset in the evening. Yeah, we will have a dirty kitchen where this house is now. A small dirty kitchen will be there, so we can also use this small veranda, the back veranda, for breakfast. Yeah, or if you want to enjoy evening teas, or to enjoy the sunset. Yeah, this back door faces the west, where the sun sets. Yeah, so that is the back side of the house, and let me now go inside through the front door and show you inside of the house. This is the front door, yeah, and this is the foyer as you enter the living room. This is the front door, and this is the foyer. High ceiling. This area will have normal flat ceiling, just a normal ceiling. as you can see. Yeah, this is the front door. It's the front door. Maize drying outside there. You can enjoy the garden from here. Yeah, you can enjoy the garden from the front door. Yeah. So our maize is drying out there. And this is the foyer as you enter from the front door. Yeah. Let's start with the living room, and then we go to the other rooms. So this is the living room, very huge. It is just one big room that has a living room and a dining area. Yeah. So this is the back door, the French door. I'm standing here. So that is the room with a vaulted ceiling, also called cathedral ceiling. Yeah, it's a high ceiling, vaulted. Very big windows for natural light and also for aeration. This is the side of the gable. This is the side of the gable. Yeah. And this is the other window facing the garden. Yeah. So from the living room, you can have nice views of the garden. This wall here is the entertainment wall. That's where they will have their TV, their stereo will be there. Yeah. And this other corner, this is the dining area that will have a dining table. That wall there will have stone cladding with natural stones, Mazeras stones. Mazeras are natural stones from Kenya. Yeah. Let's have a look at the other rooms. A very huge corridor. This is a very huge corridor. Yeah. But before then, we'll have molding done here on this door entrance. Here, there will be molding there. We start with the kitchen. This is the kitchen. Kitchen cabinets will be fitted here using a mango tree timber from a reclaimed mango tree that is almost 60 years. It's over 50 years old. So the reclaimed mango tree timber will be used for all the woodwork inside the house. That is some furnitures like the tables, both the tables, the dining table, the coffee table, and the kitchen cabinets, the fittings for the kitchen, and also all the fittings for the closets for the 2 bedrooms. Yeah, this is a 2-bedroom house. Let me show you one of the other bedrooms. So this kitchen will have tiling done here on the lower side, and the upper side will be painting. This is called lime that has been applied on the walls. This is lime. So where the lime has not been applied, they will do tiling. The cooker will be here, around here. Yeah. So we'll have a sink next to this window. The sink will come down there. So let me show you the other rooms, the bedrooms. This is a 2-bedroom house that is not en suite, so they have a shared bathroom, which is this one. This is the shared bathroom. Very huge window, very huge bathroom. Yeah. So this one here is the second bedroom. Yeah, this is the second bedroom with huge window, and there is a closet there that will be done using mango tree timber from a reclaimed mango tree, which is over 50 years old. Asembo is known for mangoes, and I thought it is just well to use a mango tree. Yeah. So this is the second bedroom, very huge, very spacious, and there is a socket there that the guest can use for the electronics. There's another socket down here that they can use when they're working there will be a table here, a small table, that the guest can use when they're working there, maybe charging their laptop. Yeah. So that is it. Very high ceiling, very high ceiling. There will be normal ceiling here, gypsum, done with gypsum. Very high ceiling. Let's see the other room. Before we go to the other room, this wall here is for the national grid and also for the solar. This house will have solar as the main power source, and the national grid will be the backup. So the battery will be down here, and this is the wall for our power stuff. Yeah. So let's have a look at the main bedroom, the primary bedroom. This is my parents' bedroom. This is their bedroom. Very high ceiling, very spacious, very spacious. And there's a huge closet there that will be shared by 2 people. Yeah. So even this one, the fitting will be done using the reclaimed mango tree, timber from the reclaimed mango tree. There's a huge window here. There's a huge window. They can see their garden from this bedroom. You can see their garden. You can see the beautiful Bismarckia palm, Bismarckia nobilis, Bismarck palm. It is there. So they can see their garden. There's another slim window there. There's a socket there that they can use for ironing or charging electronics. There's a lot of sockets. There's another one down there. Yeah. There's security switches, several switches inside this bedroom. Yeah. So this is the spacious primary bedroom. So one thing that we have not done yet in these rooms is installing the flash doors, which will be done later. Yeah, we'll install the flash doors. You can do it later. You can do it before plastering. We'll do it later, the flash doors. So that is it for the interior of the house. And next time I give you an update, things will have changed. We will have we'll be doing the fittings and also the gypsum ceiling. Yes. Now we are doing shelling of the maize using a machine. Traditionally, we used to do this manually, but nowadays, if you are doing a lot of acres, you need a machine to do this job. Yeah. So this is how it is done.